Alright, welcome in, people. How we doing? What's up, Anto? Good to see you here. How's it going, everybody? We finished up Parasite Eve last week, so, I was still in the mood for a little bit, and, here we are. A little bit more Parasite Eve. Parasite Eve, didn't know they made a game about your bitch of a sister-in-law. Well, it was so successful, they made 3 of them. But she must have got offended by the 3rd time, because they could no longer use the Parasite Eve name when they came up with 3. But no, we're not doing that one. We're doing number 2. So, let's go ahead and boot it up. Once again, we did finish the first one in fairly quick succession, too. I think I did it in about 3 streams. And I feel like one of them was a little bit on the shorter side, too. So, might have been one of those things where I played it like for a half day or something like that. I forget. Anyway, here we go. Neoteny. It's not a word that you hear very often. Thank you, Omelette. I do appreciate you, man. Can you make a suggestion for the voice change, or do you? I guess. I don't know what the hell's going on here. It has been a long time since I've actually played this game. It's been about as long as I've played it since way back when I played the first one, which I think we were trying to figure it out. I think that was like in 2008, 2009. Maybe as late as 2010, but probably not after that. It's been a long time since I've played this one. And this one, unlike the first one, which I think I almost beat twice. I know for sure I beat it once. But this one, I only ever had gotten to the very, very end of the game, and I could not beat the final boss, and for whatever reason, I did not pursue it. I think I might have possibly been soft-locked, something like that, because otherwise I don't see why I wouldn't have gone back and tried to grind for, more experience, but it might have been one of those things where it did not play out, because there was some reason I was getting blocked from going back and fighting other enemies. I don't know. I'm just theorizing here. But, yeah, we'll go ahead and get into it. I'm excited to play this one. We talked about it several times over the course of the first game, but this one a lot of people feel like is vastly inferior to the first one. It changes a lot of the gameplay aspects. They're fairly significant differences, I would say. And I remember liking it actually more than the first game. We'll see what kind of changes they made as we go through this. I don't know what they are specifically. I feel like this one sort of was more survival horror-ish in the realm of like a Silent Hill or Resident Evil, whereas the first one was kind of unique in its own right. It sort of felt more like, I don't know, an action RPG, but sort of distinct. So maybe conforming to different gameplay methods or types might have been a bit off-putting for a few people. Let me get all my windows set up here. Could I add Jim Varney as one of the voices? I don't think I can, but I suppose I could take a look and see. Remember what happened when I whispered you offering to give you a bit of coins like you could beat the final boss for me? Yeah, that would have been about 15 years ago. I think that was before I started streaming, actually, but yeah, I do remember. Alright, what kind of options I got here? Vibration on or off? Wow. Back in the day, it really was limited. Let's start a new game. Shall we? September 4th, 2008, 18 p.m. Mist Center, Los Angeles. Oh my god. September 2000. I think the last one did take place in 1998. The year it came out. Nearly 3 years have passed since the tragic loss of life during the incident in Manhattan. Since then, I've quit the force and become an NMC hunter based in LA. Oh, she left New York for LA. Boy, it's like Escape from New York, and its sequel, Escape from LA. I caught the creatures as they headed west from New York. I never saw any of the mutant mitochondria that created Eve again. Down they go. The creature's numbers were dwindling. Oh, they love that crying Statue of Liberty. It was a very striking image. All this artwork here is for like enemies that are actually in the game. The end of my struggle was in sight. I know Tetsuya Nomura did the character designs. Like if you look at a lot of concept art, it's definitely his artwork. It's got a very distinct style. Until one chilly, late summer evening. I don't know if he drew that one though. But they might have had a different concept artist working on the monster designs. They don't necessarily look like his type of work. But those all definitely look like concept designs they just sort of put into the game. What's the matter, Aya? Was Pierce the guy from the last game? Got something against little girls? Yeah, they're dubious. Just not in the zone today. Well, had enough for now? I'm ready for more. That's enough. I'm probably should go over the mechanics. I'm assuming that this is what it's going to be. Let's do it. Music? Ooh. You can select your own track. Crazy King, Ambush, or Pick Up the Gauntlet. Well, this title's so long, I almost feel obligated to choose this one. Sure. Choose a weapon. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. Okay, level? Let's just do one. Level 1, please. Back to basics, eh? Nav systems up. Program start. Press square to search for a target. Take aim when a target appears. Press square once more to aim at a target. Oh, okay. Shoot the target. Press R1 to fire. Select a different target. Press square to switch targets. It's fairly simple. I mean, this is basically, if this is how it actually goes in game, this is basically your typical, like, Resident Evil survival horror. Except usually, I think in most of those games, it's like aim with L1 and then fire with R1. And this one, you're just switching L1 out for square. If you're carrying extra rounds and your magazine runs out, fire your weapon to reload. However, by attaching ammo to your armor, you can choose when to reload your magazine. Press start to open the attachment window. Oh, okay. We change targets by pressing left or right while holding square. Oop. I messed it up. Oh, that was quick. Dang it. Hey. I fired before they actually recoiled. Alright. Not that great, but I think we made the most of it. Good enough, good enough. Hello, target 200, kill 38, total 7,600. Good enough. So the movement... Okay, yeah, the movement has changed to tank controls. I'm sure there's plenty of people that didn't grow up with tank controls that eventually played this game late, and they probably complain about that, so It's a good chance that there's like 50% of the complaints about this game are probably because they switched to tank controls. Just not allowed to take any outside the practice range. That's too bad. That's the run button, circle. Okay. Controls are a little strange, just because of the button layout. Otherwise, I think it's mostly fine. Copy of Know Your NMCs. NMC is abbreviation for Neo-Mitochondrian Creature. NMCs are organisms with modified mitochondria. Mitochondria are the cellular organs responsible for creating energy. They're in practically every living thing, humans included. In the distant past, they existed as independent organisms. Then they became parasites. They lived inside the cell nucleus in symbiosis with the cell. Of course, their chromosomes are different than those of the host. Rifles and shotguns stored in this rack. Probably going to say the same thing on the other side. Some photos from the shooting competition a while back. First place, Rupert Broderick. He's a hunter too. He requested a transfer to Mist from his previous assignment. Everyone says he's here because an NMC killed his daughter. Usually he's pretty quiet, reserved. But get him with an NMC and he's a wild man. No wonder nobody wants to be his partner. Same with me because of my powers, my parasite energy. I always hunt alone. Try not to show others. I've seen the fear in their eyes. Probably would be a little bit fearful, yeah. Let me turn the volume up a little bit. Let's go from like 25% to 45%. This music sounds rather nice in the background. I want to hear more of it. Mist. Mitochondrian Investigation and Suppression Team. It's kind of like, reminds me of the BSAA later on in Resident Evil. This preceded it by some time, but I don't know. It's kind of like one of those things where you had a bunch of cops that worked in a city. They were a special forces unit, of course, stars, but, you know, after that, they seemed to enter some, like, super organization after the fact, after all the shit went down. This is the department where I've been assigned. Wow. Sir? I understand. Right away. He's like waving me off. How dare you, sir? Pierce. That was Hal, I presume? Bullseye. Looks like the doo-doos really hit the fan. At the Acropolis Tower downtown. The Acropolis Tower? I just went to a clearance sale there last week. Oh, women be shopping. Not on the roof, I bet. Hal wants, Supervising Agent Baldwin wants you down there 10 minutes ago. This really does involve NMCs, right? Last time I checked out a creature sighting, it was just a salesman in a fluffy chicken suit. No such luck this time. They've already called in SWAT. Alright already. Hey, she's the one that proposed the question. She's like, is it really gonna be a thing? Whenever there's NMCs, there I am. Okay, I just don't get cocky. Don't get penisy. Handgun rack, this is where I store pistols. It's fairly open, it looks like. Firearms. Firearms control. Oh, do I have to pick up a gun, or do I already have that? Oh, it looks like we have an ability already. Pyrokinesis. Look, we actually have attack magic this time. We sure as hell didn't in the last one. We had that shot one, and then we had the final limit break attack, but it's like, how many times are we going to end up using that? This badge looks a lot like an FBI badge. P energy. Oh, she's got combustion too. Immolates an enemy. Ooh. Fire a burst of flame forward. Wind. Oh, she's got elements. Metabolism. Restores normal status over time. Healing. Heals a little HP. Antibody from Earth. Reduces physical damage. Raises bullets' kinetic energy and penetration. Sounds interesting. Knocks down targets with a small blast wave and discharges electricity. Alright. I'm sure we'll have to level all of those up. Hiya, Aya. Oh, you're a clever one, aren't you? Use your BP here to arm and equip yourself. Bring along some tablets too, just in case. What'll it be? I could probably surmise what BP is going to be. Can I see a list? What do I have already? 200? Pass. Oh, never mind. We're going to use a certain caliber ammo. That's why the ammo's in different colored boxes. Okay. See, last game, any kind of gun, whatever it was, it could be an SMG, it could be a pistol, it could be a shotgun, it could be a rifle. They all use the same ammunition, which, I mean, admittedly was kind of nice, but it didn't really make that much sense, so. I mean, like, duh, right? That's a little self-commentary, I'm sure. So why did Pierce try to put 9mm PP in a revolver? I don't know. Maybe he modified it. Pass is a weird way to say exit. I didn't know. I thought maybe it was like a weapons pass or something. What do we have? PA3 and an M4A1. Alright. That just looks like a shotgun. Oh, yeah, it is. I was looking at the symbol. I guess I didn't look at the symbol on this one. Ammunition, buckshot. I got some armor, turtle vest. Combat armor. Couple little items. Not a whole lot of BP right at the moment, so I can't really afford anything. I suppose we'll come back. Apparently, it was quite a scene when he tried to fire them. Giving that man a gun was a bad idea, in my opinion. Turn 180 degrees and leave. Oh, there you are. Ready to go? Hold on. Let me take a look around in here. Jody's opened up the firearms control room for you. I did notice that already, so that's good. Let's take a look. Somebody left a drink here. They must have forgotten it. Sure. What, just an empty bottle? Nothing I need here. Alright. Probably not going to be much else for me. Yeah, let's go. Great. I'll open the gate. Watch yourself out there. Look at that. Right into the LA streets. September 4th, 2000, 8:56 p.m. Acropolis Tower, Los Angeles. Dun dun. A little liberal with the FMV sequences here, it looks like. A little bit of delay on the explosion there. Also, it was hovering for a second, but boy, it just came down like immediately. After a certain amount of time. She looks like she's seen something like this before and she's bored by it. Whoa. Special Agent Iabrea. I'm with the FBI MIST unit. MIST? Oh, right. You're cleared for entry. Go right in. No expression. What's the situation? Given the amount of shit she went through, I guess, on December 24th and 5th, or however long it was it a 2-day period or was it like a week? I forget. I guess she's seen it all. The situation, it's out of control. We had a team on the roof before we lost contact, and now our helicopter's down. Military better get here soon. Okay. Something big's going on up there. Interesting that it has like panning cameras like this. This is apparently a thing that didn't exist until Silent Hill, the initial one, which that I think was in... That game came out a little bit on the later side, I think. 99, 2000 maybe? Sad, no survivors. But this is like an FMV background. It's very interesting. Because like those aren't actual models. You don't see that too often. Like they'll be pre-rendered backgrounds, but they don't necessarily move like that. with the character. So it's kind of interesting on Squaresoft's part. Special Agent Aya Brea, FBI. FBI. What's the situation on the roof? Well, SWAT went in about 10 minutes ago. Well, we seem to have lost contact. Any civilians inside? They've already been evacuated. They were yelling about creatures. I see, thank you. Be careful in there. See how that just like whips around? It's crazy. I'm trying to think if another like PlayStation game that does that. Maybe like a rail shooter or something. But like a PlayStation game that uses like FMVs, the video for its backgrounds. It's weird. The Hunter from Mist, huh? Mist Sergeant? Yeah, you haven't heard of him? Damn rookies. They're monster hunters. And not like those monster hunters. Capcom will have our ass. They formed after the New York blockade incident 3 years back. Here I am. Whoa. She was hiding in the corner, trying to get the drop on him. Look at that, they got a little reflection in the window there. Normally you don't see like you see reflections in games plenty like this, but not like a halfway. There's one on the floor too. They're really going all out. This feels like it's they're trying to push this game on a visual limit. Any goodies in here? See, now this is a pre-rendered background, but this is the kind of thing that you'd see a lot of in a lot of Squaresoft games. But these are fairly static. I mean, they might be pretty big, where you could do pans like this, and you could pan across from like left to right, up and down. But they don't like move with the camera, which is why it made that intro sequence into the building fairly interesting, because the camera like moved around and you saw different angles on the oh my god, on the environment, and not just like quick cuts. This was that SWAT. Stench of gunpowder and blood, bodies lying on top of each other. SWAT's the best, and still cool music. It's a map of the rooftop. What's up, Akuma? 25 stream streak. Not that one. It's like a WWE event. No, I was doing this. They like pressed both at once for some reason. Yay. Thank you. Thank you for being here for 25 in a row. Map of the area shows the room layout. I'll enter it in my GPS. Oh, she got a GPS. We're living in the new age now. Check with the select button. Oh, booze make me stronger. I've got quite a few little areas here for just the rooftop. Interesting. I did notice that there was a phone in the background, so we probably should save. Oh. Wait a second, what are you? You look like that weird thing from Twilight Princess that warped you back to the beginning of the dungeon. Agent Brea, you're there. Good. This is Baldwin. Alec? What? SWAT? I see. It's unusual for NMCs to do this kind of damage. Need more information. Just use sufficient caution. Save game data? Yes. There we go. Save complete. Oh, by the way, difference with this game and the first one. This is not a hard copy. I managed to get a hard copy when it was relatively cheap for the original Parasite Eve. Parasite Eve II, not so much. That one's always been kind of expensive. I don't think that game sold very well. I don't think it even became a greatest hits. I'm pretty sure the first one did, but the second one I don't think did very well on the market, and there weren't like a ton of copies that were printed. So it's one of those things where it's always kind of been on the pricier side. I probably should have bought one when it was in like the $100 range, but now it's like twice that or more, or somewhere in between. I do have it on PS3. I originally played it on PlayStation Classics, much like I did with the first game, so I do still have it there. I suppose I could play it on the Vita and possibly the PSP if that still works, but I figured emulation is probably the route to go with this one. There's something on the bench. Looks like an ammo crate. They were prepped for the big battle. So I have a SWAT ammunition box filled with 9mm rounds. I'll just borrow some of these. I'll return them later. We're just borrowing for right now. The case holds an unlimited supply of ammunition. Oh my god, how did they manage that? It's hidden SWAT technology. Remember supply points like these for later use. Alright, I'll try. Yeah, the game is definitely different feeling. Just because, I mean, this looks definitely more like something on the spectrum of a Resident Evil or Silent Hill, and it plays like it too. In fact, it would probably feel a lot more like a 5th-gen survival horror game if I just swapped the controls around. I don't know if I have the ability to do that, but... Oh yeah, no, it's still Aya. But the gameplay style is very different from the first game. Something's ripped through his polymer vest and disemboweled him. Such incredible power. Much like Jill and Chris from Resident Evil, after, you know, doing their business after Stars, they went into the BSAA. Aya is part of MIST, M-I-S-T, after her little stint as a New York cop. You can see an escalator in there. Automatic door won't open. Electricity's been turned off. Do we have a quick turn? No? Okay. I don't know that they made the quick turn until Resident Evil Remake. I don't think it was part of the original trilogy of games, so that might not have been something they could rip off just yet. Oh wait, I didn't want to go in there. Hold on a second. There's another door right here. Still a set of elevators, though. It's another elevator hall. There's 2 of them. Okay, I get the feeling like this is not where we want to go. Let me just take a little look for some items real quick. Doesn't seem like it. I think I probably preferred this one at the time, more than likely because of the gameplay style, though. I did like the original Resident Evil games quite a bit. It took a few years until I got to Silent Hill, but, you know, obviously I like that one too. Put that one on stream somewhat recently. But the fact that this is closer to what I was used to, I probably enjoyed this a lot more because of it. Whereas that first one wasn't really, it was kind of its own thing, and I think it was unique. You know, especially looking back on it and having played it recently. I think they did a pretty good job with it. Go away, chicken man. Oh. Whoops. Hold on. That's not it. I keep trying to press circle to confirm. Nice. We got him. It's a little interesting, though, because that obviously was like a battle arena of sorts. FBI. Everything's going to be okay. Watch out. They're not what they seem. That was a Sound Ideas grunt. I know I've heard that one in several games. No good.
All right.
Don't think he's going to be okay. I don't either. Mythical, welcome in. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate that, man. 15-month streak for 23 months in a row. Here, let's do this too. No good, he's gone. Parthenon Cafe. See, Mythical makes his own booze. Like me, I accidentally added them. There's a falafel all over the floor. Oh no, whoever was eating here, they must have left in a hurry. They dropped their falafel? Well, things are getting serious. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh, hold on. Oop. Looks like we have a bit of a drop in connection here. Hold on, let me wait for it and see if it gets back to where it needs to be. I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. Alright. Connection looks fairly stable. Recording resumed. Although, let me get my windows popped back up here. It was me, I was hungry. Ain't no way if I was hungry I wouldn't be, dropping my falafel. Falafels are fairly portable foods. I think I could just take it with me. There's a woman in there. Looks like a civilian. How could she just sit there in the middle of all this? She's probably dead, if I'm being honest here. Can I don't think you could shoot if there's no enemy. It's like, can we shoot? You would think you'd just be able to shoot the door lock, or... I mean, it looks like a glass door. Let's see what the problem would be. Need a key. Everywhere we've been to needs a key, so I don't know where we need to go. Unless we could just hop in the middle of the fountain? Is that possible? I don't think so, because it's got two doorways that lead into it, so I don't think you could go into, like, the middle like that. Maybe the officer had a key, or the SWAT team member. Whatever. Although I did check him after he died. Sir, do you have anything on you? Too late. Menu features photos of Greek food. Moussaka, chicken gyros, even tara masalata. I don't know what the hell that last one is. Okay. Well, there's either an item lying down around here somewhere, or we need to go somewhere else. Chair has fallen on its side. Oh no. A gyro left half eaten. Oh no. Oh, the humanity. This is a good restaurant. It was packed last time I came. I guess I won't be needing reservations tonight. Oh, you kidder. Alright, well, I think I've checked everything I can. I have to help her. What if you just bang on the window real loud? We didn't actually pick up anything, did we? Key items. Oh, hold on. There we go. Nope, just the miss badge. Alright. Fair enough, fair enough. I guess I'm hopping back into the previous area. We'll see if there's anywhere we can get to. Hopefully I'm not missing a key item that's just on the ground somewhere. In the previous game, they had it where key items would, you know, have a little glow or something to them. So you could definitely see something that you didn't pick up. I wonder if one of these 15 SWAT officers has something on them. Do I have to check every single one? Not one survived this. Oh boy, okay. Oh, what about this guy? Extreme blood loss and trauma. His skin, it's still a little warm. Ooh. He had a recovery 2 on him. Wow. Pays the check. Hey, there was a guy, like, down there. Hold on. We did see a guy that was at the very bottom. I don't know that he had anything on him, though. Double check, just in case. Hello, sir? Sir? Nope. Okay. I bet you it was that weird chicken monster that probably ripped through him. Seems like a likely suspect. Okay. Whatever it is we need, I don't know that we're going to find it here, so maybe I should take a look somewhere else. I'm going to go in the opposite wing. I did notice that in the elevator room there did seem to be a staircase, so maybe we can do something there. Maybe we can go to a lower floor. I'm going to have something cool down there. Aya did say she was shopping here. Emergency exit. Yeah. You want to open that? I really have to search the roof first. Elevator's going down. That means somebody's coming up. Power shut off. Alright, I guess there's nothing up here either. What the hell? Maybe I should save. Nope, not that. Definitely not the phone. Thanks for the report. Continue your investigation. I'm glad Baldwin is here to confirm everything that we've done. Alright. I don't know, if I can't back down anywhere else, I guess there must be something around here, but... It's like, is it actually a hidden item? Or is there something I overlooked? I get the feeling like I looked pretty thoroughly. What's this? It's another one of these doors. Won't open, must be locked from the other side. I get that. Look, there's little flies or bugs or something roaming around here. Maybe they found something. They're like scout flies. Ma'am, stand back. I'm about to blast the window open. I don't know. I feel like we looked at all this pretty thoroughly. I don't think there's anything else I could take a look at over there. So I don't know where this key is. I mean, it gives you a pretty thorough look at the environment. There doesn't seem to be anything there. Like, no other entrances or exits that I could take a look at, and everything requires a key to actually get in, except for, like, the elevator halls. And I didn't see anything. Again, I'm looking like something like from the previous game where there's like a little glint on the ground or something like that. Usually how these things go. But I suppose I could just walk in the room and just mash the X button and hope that there's something on the floor. Why don't we try that? I guess when she investigates other things, like bodies and stuff, they don't exactly, like, light up. Spectators are watching from the building over. Okay, she doesn't want to move. Chairs don't seem to have anything. Oh, that was a door. There isn't a key on this thing, is it? I'm in the square. Good job, Aya. Let's take a look in here. I don't think I was too thorough. Elevator faces the east wing. Freeze. Oh, okay. Oh, it's an event. Don't shoot, FBI. I hate it when they do shit like that. It's like, you think you're going to progress by finding something because, like, let's say we're in a situation where all the doors are locked and there would need to be a key. So you're looking around to see if there's a key somewhere on the floor. But no, what you got to do is you have to go back the way you came and trigger an event to happen. I haven't been paying attention to the dialogues. Hopefully you have. Look at that. That's a real Coca-Cola on that machine there. Hey, we got the cafeteria key. Yay. They must have signed a partnership with Coca-Cola. Can we buy one? And have some of that sweet carbonated drink action? No. Boy, I think any promotion that you do with an actual company, anyone that's worth its salt anyway, you should probably be able to use the product in game. I should be able to put money in my BP, whatever, and buy myself a bottled Coca-Cola, and it should be able to restore 10,000 MP, or PE. No, it's MP in this game. Wow. They changed that. Okay. Let's check on this weird woman. Ma'am, you're safe now. If you weren't aware that you were in danger. I'm with the FBI. I need to get you out of here. Oh, down she goes. Wait, she's still twitching. Oh, never mind. Her hand turned into some kind of witch hand. Oh my god, she's hot. Let the battle begin! Boy, it would be really nice if I actually had some kind of quick turn. It's kind of like the last battle, except it's bigger. Ah, I found your weakness. You can't get around the table. Oh. There we go. Gotcha. Item obtained. Oh, we're back to doing this shit, huh? Selecting your inventory. GG. Oh, she wasn't that tough. I've never seen this type of creature before. I mean, you saw one just 10 minutes ago. It was a little bit smaller, but it was the same basic principle. There's some kind of metal implant behind the ear cavity. What's this? Okay. I did notice there was like some weird little rope or something. Oh yeah, get down! Daniel, is that you? Did you get super fit? Well, there go my bounty points. Oh, it's Rupert. You can have them. Never seen this kind before. New species. It can mimic human form. What? It was disguised? No, it transformed. A wounded SWAT officer asked me to come rescue her. SWAT? If you say so, Aya. Well, that was a weird sound. I'm gonna need bigger guns. Aya, call Mist for backup now. Right, watch yourself. Is that weird little laughter? That might have been in the first game. It sounded kind of familiar. Can I go back in here? trooper can handle this. I'll go call for backup. There's a lot of sound effects. A lot of blasting going on in there. Now, hold on a second. Well, you gotta wait until that rotation is complete. So there's a log-on system. So unlike, say, a Resident Evil or Silent Hill where you have to hold down the, you know, lock-on button, you just kind of like auto-lock and wait for her to turn, which is interesting. I guess it's kind of handy when you're in multi-enemy situations like this. It's not something that happened too often in either series I was mentioned with Silent Hill or Resident Evil. But there's a bit of a wait time. You do have to wait, so that's gonna take some getting used to. It's like you have to wait for Aya to completely turn into their direction. Let's get some more ammunition. Let's see about taking that emergency. Oh wait, no, we don't need to go down, do we? We probably just need to use the phone. Let's have a little look. New species, mimicking human form? I see, I'm sorry, but I can't send support. All our hunters are in the field. That's right. This may not help much. But you have clearance to use any discarded weapons you find. Use them well, that's all. Agent Carradine has something transferring. I heard what happened. What's up with those shape-changing NMCs? That implant you picked up might... You know what? The more I think about it, the more this does seem like the BSAA thing. Like the whole NMC, then they had BOWs. And Resident Evil. I think Resident Evil just ripped off Parasite Eve II. Actually, is this game still based itself off a novel like it did with the first one? This one kind of seems more like a video game and less like a, I don't know, story. It definitely seemed like they were trying to push something with, like, if you look at the tagline on the back of the box, it was like the cinematic RPG experience. So it was definitely like based off that novel, and the gameplay being more RPG-like felt like it was more tailored to like telling a story. This one seems a little less so, but I don't know, something about it. That implant he picked up might tell us a few things. Be sure to bring it back. But be careful, Aya. Sure, I can save the game. Why not? Let's go see if that SWAT officer died. Maybe I can rip the gun off of his cold, dead corpse. Oh no, I got locked out. How could this have happened? Oh, there's a quick select for magic. Interesting. You still have the key? Magic implanted in an NMC's skull. Open the cafeteria. Okay. Well, I guess there's other SWAT officers around here. Maybe they have guns. I don't know, she's saying the same thing. I don't know that the cafeteria key could actually open up any other door. I'm guessing probably not. Let me see if I can go down the emergency exit. Maybe I can go ask one of those officers. Okay, never mind. I mean, it'd be nice to have another gun. I guess I don't need it. Let me go just these doors real quick. Ooh, I hit it for like a crit or something. I think probably because its back was turned. Oh, damn. I thought I ran out of bullets. I was trying to reload. Oh, hey, we unlocked the gate. Okay. The key does unlock more. Hello, I see blood on the ground. Poseidon's fountain. me the fountain in Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. Although I guess that one's a little bit more impressive. They actually had 2 fountains. I remember they shut one down though. Oh my god, rats. They shut one down. My theory is it was because it was really lame. But there was one that was cool. It had like, they do like fountain shows and they had animatronics on top. And, you know, they'd shoot water out and there'd be like little flames that spat out. I don't know. It was kind of cool. But then there was another one that was a little bit further into the hotel. And, or at least the mall section. And it was just like, I couldn't understand them. Like, I saw it once in my life. And then every other year I went and visited Caesar's Palace. It was closed. But I saw it once, and it was like a fat guy sitting in a chair. And he would just like laugh uproariously. Oh! And then there were other little statues around him that would do other things, but I couldn't understand them either. I think that was supposed to be like some sort of comedy routine or something. I don't know. Whatever it was, it didn't exactly work. So that's probably why they shut it down. But like I think the speakers were dying on it or something. Another swan. He soaked in blood. Hey, what's up, Hi Carrie? Thank you for the lurk. These tooth marks look human. There's something here. Recovery 1. I wonder what my inventory capacity is going to be like. An oven. Nothing else here. I'm not saying it's going to be like an oven or a deep fryer. That just seems to be the observations that she's making. Drink dispenser. That's the other side of the cafe. There's an ampoule inside. Oh, wow. That's from Silent Hill. Oh, okay. Stench of warm blood. I'm getting smell of burnt what? Burnt chicken. I mean, I might take that over blood. Nothing else in here. Did I pick up? Oh, no, I think I got a recovery or something. Let's see. I guess that's it. Little closet in the back. I wonder what that poster's for. I love New York. Oh, good. I'm glad we figured it out. No, this is just the other side of the cafe. I thought so, but wasn't completely certain. A scientific journal. It's open to feature an article on mitochondria. Scientific journal. Interesting. Boy, did Circle use, or did the first game use Circle as a confirmation key? Because I keep pressing it. No use for this now. Okay. All right, if you say so. I'm wondering what you need to do to level her magic too, because if I like actually need to use it, I might want to start doing that, but I don't know. It might just come naturally. But the fact that there's like all these elements and stuff, I don't know, it kind of makes me wonder. I check everything. Trays are scattered everywhere. Check the garbage. You know what they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. And I'm pretty desperate right now. I've got 0 inventory outside of the weird shit that I picked up along the way. If somebody just threw away like some body armor or something, I'd take it. Bunch of lockers back here. Emergency manual when terrorists attack. In the event of a terrorist attack, exits can be barred from the outside. It's a weird thing to have, especially in the year 2000. Oh, keys hanging in here. Scoob, welcome in. Please remain calm, the end has arrived. Quoting that old song, eh? those song lyrics that I don't think had anything to do with actual Parasite Eve, but there was a reference to Resident Evil 2 on the back cover. I gotcha. Ooh, what's this? A flashlight. That seems like it could be handy. I might want to just take one of those. But I guess she doesn't feel the need to. Weird graffiti. That's not graffiti. Those are music notes. 1, 2, 3. And, I guess it'd be 3, 3, 1. Bridge. Short musical score. Alright. Quoting the repetitive line in Parasite Eve. We were talking about this a little bit off stream. I think we talked about it a bit on stream too, but there was that group. I don't even remember their names. What was it? I had never heard of them, and I had never heard of the song before, but I'd looked at the song on YouTube, and they had like 50 million views on it. Bring Me the Horizon, Parasite Eve. And they made a song called Parasite Eve. Apparently it was based on the video game, but I was taking a look at the lyrics. All the lyrics seemed relatively generic. I guess when you can like get inspired, maybe from like a musical standpoint, you do something like that. I'm not too sure. Oh, look, there's a little mouse clicker. That's interesting. I don't think I have any key. Well, I do have. I got this key. Use blue key. Oh, we did something. Both. I had the song running, and then I just looked up the lyrics to see what specifically they were saying, because I can't make out, you know, first time hearing a song, what exactly people are saying. Ooh, look. They gotta make sure to get that branding in. Coca-Cola's back, baby. What the hell is that? It's a really dark screen, so I can barely make out what I'm even seeing there. Oh, not that. Alright, well, we'll use the blue key. Apparently that did something. Opened up. Oh, it opened up the automatic doors. Okay. So we just have to go back outside. Let's go have a look. Whether or not I can fit into the other one, I'm not sure, but I guess we'll go back there eventually. I keep trying to press square to run as well. I think that is a Resident Evil or Silent Hill thing. It feels weird to me to use square as like the aiming button. It's like when it could have just been one of the bumpers. I'm not sure where they did that. Unless one of the bumpers does something, but the only one that does anything is the fire button on R1. Get in there. I did both. I listened to the song and then I looked at the lyrics. Where do you think you're going? Like the jam? Be thoroughly disappointed if they remade the game and it wasn't the final boss song. Oh, there's no chance of the remake happening, so don't you worry. Nah, I think the original author's still alive, and he was not a fan of the third game they made. Third birthday, so he wouldn't even allow them to use the title. But in addition to that, Square Enix is in not the greatest state. I mean, I think they're like top 5 Japanese companies right now. So they're still making bank, but they're like a lot of their, especially with the video game department, a lot of their big titles have not been doing that well. So I don't think they're willing to take chances on anything that isn't a guaranteed hit. That's why most of their games are Final Fantasy and Dragon Warrior and the other one. Remake it centered around the song. Maybe if the song is that damn good, I guess. Had 50 million views on YouTube after all. Recovered recently after a lot of bad games. Pretty much. And I just don't know that Parasite Eve would be up there. You know, for all the remakes people are clamoring for, I just don't think I've ever heard anybody ask for, except for you and like Vale. Only 2 people on Earth asking for a Parasite Eve remake. But like so many people want like Chrono Trigger, for instance. That's like one of the big ones that a lot of people ask for. If they're going to do like a Final Fantasy remake, a lot of people want Final Fantasy VI. SWAT member's body, no good. There's no pulse. The armor she's wearing isn't so badly damaged. No good. Peak of bad games they did was a little one called Babylons. They spend a lot of money on it, or what? I don't think I've heard of that one. Where is my... It can't be used. Oh no, it is used. Crazy. Strip that dead man's armor off and put it right on. Okay, we gotta have attachments in here. GPS. Baton based on Okinawan design, masters can attack continuously. Does that mean she's a master or no? Hey, what's up, liar? I'd like to think our mitochondria sings that edgy the animal I have become before freaking out and transforming the host. It is possible. 1, nothing wrong with me. 2, nothing wrong with me. That's the countdown song, and then they start singing the other one. It was beyond bad. That's why you never heard of it. Probably. I would not be surprised. What are those, and why do they look so fat? See if I could shoot them from here. Oh, shit. You have range. Boy, they even sound fat. Oh my god, they have a long reach, though. Wait! Wait! I'm coming closer. Ah, you little fatty. That's what you get for being fat. Knock you over easily. Can't even see you, sir. What a chance it... Oh, paid off. Reload and try to fire before he gets his little hit in. That's what I thought. That must be our other black partner that's not Daniel, the black partner than the first game that apparently is not in this one. For some reason, though. I'm trying to make a new IP, though. It was meant to be a predominantly online game, but you remember the stream concurrent players dropped double digits within like 3 weeks or something. It's hard to break into the online, especially like live service territory. What the hell was that? It's like Mr. X or something. So, I mean, and they keep trying to do like these online games too. They'll do it with their big IPs. Rupert, you're hurt. Don't worry about me. What was that thing? I was going to ask you. Bastard jumped from the ceiling. You called for backup? Backup's a no-go. Everyone's in the field. Well then. Guess you'll have to go after that thing. What about you? Right. Oh, I got a little scratch on my elbow. Be careful, Aya. Got a bad feeling about this. It's okay. I have a good feeling about it, so I think it counteracts yours. Someone dropped the key. Maybe it was that guy just now? Probably. Oh, look, it's got a little skull on there. He's a little on the edgy side. It was one of those so bad that they pulled and refunded everyone. I'm pretty sure they rumored about 80 to 100 million development. That's a pretty big loss. Yen or US dollar? But yeah, they've tried multiple times to do a number of different... It's in Mexican pesos. Oh, whoa, they lost a shitload then. Oh my god. This is Nagita. Hey, you can't say that. Recapture is impossible. It's going to be New York all over again. Yes, sir. It's that SWAT officer. All evidence will be destroyed. Mist won't be a problem, sir. Number 9 will create a diversion. because that's exactly why. Maybe they didn't spend that much money on it, and people were freaking out over nothing if it was yen. It's only 80 to 100 million yen. Chump change. There's a bust of the building's owner here. His achievements in genetics are arrogantly carved into the plate. I bet he didn't do half the research he takes credit for. Somebody's got a chip on their shoulder, good lord. Oh my god, caterpillars. Ah! They're everywhere. Apparently a bomb here, too. Not that one. There you go. Oh man, you got a little crit hit by getting it while it's jumping. Time for a little reload. Stop that. Go away. I don't think Forspoken was nearly as miserable, but don't think they loved it either. Nah, yeah, I don't think that one, like, mega failed. It definitely didn't get a super positive reception outside of just, like, critics. It was one of those games that seemed like it went on sale really quick, which that could be, like, it sold really well, because there's, like, no in between, but a lot of times when a game goes on sale, like, rapidly fast, like, it drops 50%. Within the year of its launch, which I'm pretty sure that one did. That either means it sold really, really well. I remember that happening with like Resident Evil 2. Like 6 or 7 months later, I remember that game when it came out, it was already like half off, and that's probably because like everyone and their mother bought it. Or conversely, and this is what I see a lot, it did so bad that they're just trying to, you know, put a little grease, and just like, you know, put it out there. You know, on the fence about this game. Maybe it's not as bad as you've heard. Drop the price a little bit. It might be something you want to check out. Yeah? And I'm pretty sure it didn't sell like hotcakes, that Forspoken one. But yeah, I don't think it was like an absolute failure. Someone planted a bomb. I suppose there's nothing I can do about that. Must be locked from the other side. But more so, I've heard a lot of their like mobile projects, like some of the stuff that they've done for like live service. I was going to mention it, but like there's been a number of online games that they've attempted to do with like the Final Fantasy property. I remember there was like that First Soldier one or whatever, and then there was another one that was like a gacha game, and both of those I think did end of service within 5 or less years. They just did not have like a good traction when it came to the users and player base. Our partner seems to be gone. Games to you that are like movies a bit. Once it's made, it's made. They'll be like, well, this movie had $100 million budget, but only did $70 million in theaters. Gonna make money for the next 39 years. Yeah, potentially, but like depending on like like you have to pay out to like different services, like if it's like a streaming service or like a platform. The same thing with video games. It's like, you pay for your game to be sold on PlayStation, Steam, Xbox. They take like 30 or more % for a cut, and then the longer you have a game out, the cheaper it's going to be. So it's like diminishing returns, and then the longer it's out there, it's not likely that there's going to be like long-term consistent buyers. Your biggest boom is going to be probably within the first 6 months of launch. Hell, it might be even like the first couple months of launch, and then significantly decrease sales after that. And yeah, you have it out there for, you could have it out there on sale for 20, 30 years, longer than that, but like your returns aren't going to be all that great, I don't think. Your master spending $2 million and sell it all over again. Well, it has to be good. Like if it's a piece of shit, it's like What was that? What was that game that they did? The one, oh man, it had it was the front mission series. I forget what the hell they called it. Like I don't remember what it was called. It was like some weird thing, like some ass pull, and it was supposed to be like some like half-ass stealth game or something like that. It was like that game did so bad. And it's like if they made an announcement tomorrow or like the Game Awards, hey, we're remastering this game, it's like, are people gonna buy it? I don't think so. It's like, oh, that game was a piece of shit to begin with. Why would I want it again? Polishing a turd, as it were. I don't see like a lot of their games like doing bank. Yeah, they did do that, didn't they? They shut, like, they didn't allow people to stream it or something beforehand. Also, what's up, Aggressive Flame? Sorry. Can't remember if it's in the catalog of the monthly games, but do you think Forspoken is free on PSN Plus to be exact? I wouldn't doubt it. I don't know, though. Not too well versed in, you know, what PlayStation has to offer. I'll buy it regularly. Lively Artificial Flowers, Book of Lamentations. For the most part, parasites are unaware of the dependent role. Kayfaben. Boy, he hasn't dropped a record in like 10 years. Square made one game that was so bad that they copyrighted every Twitch stream and tried to stream it and completely shut it down. That does sound familiar. I bet you that was it. Oh, one was trying to sneak up behind me. Gotcha. I don't even see what these are. Left Alive, that was it. Yep, that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, Left Alive was such a huge piece of shit that they were ashamed of it. But it's like, yeah, that one, I don't know, that one probably had several millions tossed into it for development and didn't make nothing back. And they tried, like, I remember, like, leading up to it, they were withholding people from reviewing it, withholding reviews from being released and stuff, and then that must have been the one where they prevented people from streaming it and tried to do, like, copyright on it, so. Once you remember, most companies focus on sales first month, though it's mostly because of people reselling the game to GameStop or something. They don't get money from game sales. Yeah, but that doesn't really factor in anymore. I would say the majority of sales these days have to be digital. That was around when they had Babylon's Fall. Yeah, that was probably a rough period for them. I think they're like slowly creeping out from that, but I don't think they're that period went over that well for them. What do we got? Fire rate's down from them. Oh, I guess this is sort of a submachine gun. Do have a little bit more range. Definitely heavier though. I guess I won't switch. Red leaf on his body armor, or is that a blood stain? Hard to tell these days, hard to tell. Yeah, I bet you that was a huge factor back in the day. You know, prior to like 2010, more than likely. Where they would take physical resales into consideration greatly. But that's probably less of a factor now. But again, with the whole digital marketplace, you do have to pay like dividends to whatever marketplace that you're putting it out there on. Some kind of panel here. No, I don't know what the hell this is. Get me out of this. There's some kind of fish in there. Oh wait, hold on. Wait. Yep, that's kind of what I figured. I didn't know that was going to happen. I thought she just might make a comment on it. I didn't know she was going to walk in there. Yep. Wait, what was that -10 on? That wasn't experience, was it? It must have been health. Hold on. Let's use... There we go. Good as new. Boss fight games are reselling so many games it almost shut them down. Oh, from a reseller perspective, yeah, you have to... So it's why, like when you think of places like GameStop, why everybody complains about the rate that you get for each game that you sell. but it's like, yeah, it's not a great business model for like used games, because it's not a guarantee that you're gonna like resell it either. So, you know, you have to buy a game for much less than what people originally paid for it. Not even like a tenth, but probably like less than that in most cases. Get like a new $60 game and you'd have to pay, you know, you give somebody 5 physical dollars for it or 15 credit. GameStop sucked. Yeah, they did. I'm not arguing that. Boss fight games was the place. Well, I'm not saying that that was a good thing, but I'm saying that, like, if you're saying that the reselling, like they were reselling so many games that it almost shut them down, I'm assuming that's because they were at a loss. Unless you mean, like, companies were coming in and saying, hey, you can't do that. If that's what you meant, then I've never heard of that, but that's pretty crazy. It doesn't sound familiar, so I don't think they would have. That sounds like it probably was an East Coast thing. That everything on the East Coast is over on the West Coast, sir. Not that, what the hell? That rat wasn't doing jack shit, and then you have to go turn around and try to shoot it. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Google it, hell of a store. I used to have Electronic Boutique. I'm sure that one was comparable. They became EB Games, but when they became EB Games, they were a little bit more GameStop-like. Besides, I never liked the big chain stores. I was never a huge fan of the chain stores. They usually didn't have good rates when it came to like selling games, nor did they have much of a selection. Usually when it came to the used game market, even today, there's not many left, but I always go local. Almost anytime I bought a game, it was from one of two places around here. It was either Noble's Collectibles or Replay Games. Expect me to know that? Boss Fight Games was your store. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like a chain or something. Besides, I wasn't wrong. That is on the East Coast then. I don't think I've ever heard you drop the name of your store ever. I know you used to run a game store. Hell if I know what it was called. Alright, I think we need to go back to that room. Give me a sec. So, were you making bank? You can't find it on Google anymore. When was the last time you had it open? Second, wasn't that the one we went through last time? I guess it wasn't. We must have gone through this one over here. Never mind. I need to get more ammo anyway, so I should probably go back up here and get that ammo crate. Yay. I'm sure it was a hell of a store. I'm sure they did a lot of good business out there. Down in the Georgians. Still looking for a place where we could use those musical notes at too. I figured maybe this was one of them singing fountain things. Probably had something to do with that. No trace of you left online. Oh. Not even that one video? You know the one I speak of. actually don't know if battles are even worth fighting in. You know what? I gotta try using magic sometime. We haven't really done it. Oh, and that's my opportunity. Ooh, look at that. Wait. There we go. Wait. Ah! Not too bad, not too bad. This is not the room I needed to go into. But I guess at least we were able to cast some magic. There we go. Okay, what do we got? Put 10 years of your life into that store. That's how the nerds thank you. I know, not even like a a Google forum post or something about it. Yeah, exactly. The old Reddit. Whatever happened to, and then blank, and then your store is mentioned. I'm sure a lot of the people that shop there just don't know how to use the internet. That must have been it. Oh, very, Crescent. Very different. Yeah, no, it's completely different. You don't have like a range meter. There is range in here, but you don't have like an identifier of how much range you have, unless you're using that magic spell. But this game, the entirety of the game, it's not even just the combat, but the entirety of the game plays more like a typical survival horror game, a la Resident Evil or Silent Hill. Whereas I always felt like Parasite Eve was more kind of unique, the original one anyway, as an action RPG. Son of a bitch, use magic again. Back in the day, I actually used to not like the original Parasite Eve. I preferred the combat in this one, and I can kind of see why, because it does resemble a sort of more traditional survival horror game. It's got a more nifty lock-on feature, I guess, since you don't have to hold down the actual target button. Just kind of wait for it to do its thing. I don't know. See, this is the thing I was talking about, though, because the controls are, tank controls, and then the combat is more towards survival horror. So I bet you there's a ton of people that played this and just do not like tank controls, as most people seem to complain about it, and they were probably just like, oh, it's shit. I don't mind it so far. I actually like it. And again, like back in the day, I was much more familiar with the typical survival horror games. Now, as somebody that might be like a original Parasite Eve purist that only ever liked the first game or only played the first game for a long time, and then they came around to getting the second one at some point, I guess I can see where it'd be something like, what the hell is this? They changed the whole game. But I really don't care. I don't mind the change. It looks like it's in good condition. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a grenade launcher. Nice. If that's all it did, I don't know that this is the result I wanted. You know, I've been thinking about what happens if you swap those keys. So I think I might do that instead. Because it doesn't, I don't know, unless you could like hop into the fountain from like an earlier part. I don't know that that's actually something we need to look at. Found one shitty pick. Okay, hold on. I was gonna show it, but it's got an address on there. Not that, not that it would make much of a difference, I guess, since the store is probably no longer there. Yeah, it kind of looks like, Anonymous, Gamers Anonymous down here. Got the little black walls and stuff. All the games all set up there. There's a shitload of games, too. That's quite a bit, Somebody took one picture of just the shelves, though. They didn't, they didn't take a picture of the entirety of the store. Or the store owner, I guess. Well, there's at least something there that's preserved. blue key I just inserted. Okay, can I take that out? It's turned on. Well, so am I, but you don't hear me bragging about it. Red key's already inserted. But I can't swap them? Alright. I guess there's nothing we can do. Maybe the water level, since the fountain is out, maybe the water level in that one section got lowered as well. So we'll just go back there and check it out. There's a vape shop after you close, and you think it's been empty for like 5 years. Well, I mean, you know, 5 years ago was the big old pandemic, so probably nobody looking to rent any sort of property in there, and I don't know, if something just like didn't take off after a while, and probably you can see why. Oh my god, the caterpillars are back. Go away, you fiends. That wasn't the one I was aiming at. What the hell? Oh, you can just step on them for damage. I should have known. They are caterpillars after all. I did like 17 damage. Okay, it didn't happen that time. There was a little outdoor mall section that used to be near my old house, and I always thought it'd be great if they just like opened up a bunch of stuff there, but that lot has been empty. There used to be a like a Domino's pizza or something in there. I remember every other weekend I would order some pizza from there as like a teenager, especially if I had like friends over or something like that. But I always thought, oh, it'd be great if they just like opened up something in there, you know, if there's like a little video game shop. It looks like shit now, but I mean, it was like an old little area, and I always thought it'd be cool to have just multiple things there, but that space just sat there and rot, and I think it's still there. I don't know if somebody owns it now. I mean, somebody must own it, but it just, you know, it's all overgrown with grass and stuff. Doesn't look good. There's another little area. There used to be a Hastings. It was like a multimedia shop. Sold all sorts of stuff, and they'd buy and sell and trade used goods as well. And that took up like a huge old lot. It's like right next to where I used to live. And that business, that particular store went bankrupt. I think they used to be based in Texas or something like that, but they went bankrupt like in 2018 or something like that, so that store ended up shutting down. But I drove past there fairly recently, and I saw that there was like all sorts of shit. The one lot that the store had has been turned into like a lot for like 5 different things. There's like a bar there, there's a gym there. I don't know, there's probably like a salon or some shit in there. So it's just like, some locations thrive a little bit better than others. That Pizza Hut next door to you? Hey, there's a Pizza Hut right next... No, just... actually, that might be a Domino's too. Damn, we have a lot of Domino's around here. There was a Pizza Hut or a Domino's next to the game store that I go to. I think it's still there. I eat there probably 3 times a week. Mexican behind you. Probably at the other days. Or Country Buffet on the other side. Put a sign on the door, back in 5. I mean, when you're so close to food. The game store that I shop at, there's all sorts of restaurants over there too. There's like I said, the Domino's I think is right next to it, and then on the other side, right next to it, they own 2 lots. One is like to play games, and then the other one's the actual game store. And then next to the one where you like play games, there's like a Korean restaurant, and then in the same shopping area, just kind of like adjacent to the rest of those, there's a big, fairly popular Mexican restaurant. So anybody that works in that area must be pretty good. Maybe this is, maybe if I push this button, yeah, maybe. This is what they were trying to direct me to do. Okay. I don't remember what the sequence was. I thought it was 331, but maybe it was 311? Maybe it was 113. Oh, it just kicked me out. Maybe if I push this button. Son of a bitch. Can I try 321? Alright. I don't get it. Wish you'd tried harder though, you were young. Only made a living. Didn't make it thrive. Mostly wanted to drink and philander. Only 22 when he opened it. Well, for running it for 10 years, it's a pretty good job, I'd think. Most 22-year-olds I know and knew, I don't think would have the... They wouldn't be cut out for it. Let's put it that way. No, yeah, this says bridge, so it's definitely the key command that we need to use. She didn't take that paper with her, did she? She did not. I swear it was 321. Unless... Oh, you know what? Or I thought it was 331. But I think one of the notes was a little bit higher, so maybe it's 341? Son of a bitch. 351? I'm not going back there. I'm just going to look the damn thing up. It's too far back to go. You worrying that's a problem? Get it going, worked day-to-day job, 4 a.m. to 1, and open the store from 2 to 10. Wore you down. I mean, I think that would wear most anyone down. Okay, we figured it out, guys. I figured out the bridge code. Wow. You were weak. Well, I accept your apology. Just make sure it doesn't happen again. We cleaned them up. Oh, I lost BP points for running away from a battle before. Not much, but I lost 10. Oh my god. Hello? What are you doing back there? You're on the cusp of being Elon Musk. That almost rhymes, and I think you know that. Of video games, Caden started selling t-shirts. Well, it sounds like the t-shirt business is going fairly well, so... What'd you say about that? Amazing. Even with its skull crushed, it lives. Time to put a few bullets in it. I don't trust it. There you go. Actually, I probably should have pulled the Tonfa out and see about using that. Destination full. Wait, hold on. Do we have any recovery ones? There it is. Yay. Cool. I can't believe we still have to, like, sort this inventory. Can I even do that? Oh, I can't. Oh, no, never mind. Spoke too soon. Fire extinguisher. No need for this now. Yeah, but you never know. Oh, look, there's another bomb. And it's armed. Let me walk slowly through here. Like I said, put a few bullets in it. I think it's good business advice. Heliport. Ooh, a phone. Emergency phone. I probably use this to call Mist. Yeah, well then do it. I don't care how you do it, just detain that suspect. Alright. You got it, Chief. Just for you. Put a few bullets in your dreams and sold out for that Rockefeller t-shirt cash. I mean, was video game reselling store really the end game? Are there any, like, in your, like, neighborhood? I don't know if you moved. I know you got a couple different houses. I don't know if you've moved away, like, far away from there, but I'm curious. I know that Daler always goes to one called, like, Cranky Bob's or something like that. There's two around me. But I can't, there's not a ton of those types of stores that are just, like, still out there. It's a rare breed. I guess if you got a foothold as, like, the only one in town, you could probably still make some decent cash, but these days, outside of just, like, nostalgia trips, I can't see, like, the used game industry doing all that great. Wouldn't make the money that you would demand. Well, maybe your demands are just too high. Ever think of that? Cable and a steam pipe. Lift on the floor above. Can we call it down here? That man must be up there. Great. I should warn Rupert. Where the hell is he? Probably are. I can't imagine working an hourly job now. You can't imagine what most people do. What? Okay. There's a ladder there, but I guess I can't use it. I guess it doesn't look like it goes up very high. Oh, there he is. See, it was one of those things where I ran out of options and just had to come back. What are you? Q&A time, huh? I'm a hunter just like you. Who's that? My turn. Guess what this is? I already asked you that. A warrant for your arrest? Oh, that's a real knee slapper there, This is your life something. Here, come and take it if you can. Oh my god! Nope. It's a very slow-firing grenade launcher. Ooh! He'll never see that coming. It's right in front of his face. Oh, never mind. It has a very limited time. Ooh! Oh! It's making me cough. Oh, she's out of stamina. Oh, he did that to himself. You idiot. Oh, how do I release myself from this hell of being paralyzed? Oh, your job is pretty mundane. You're somewhere different every week and meet thousands of people. I mean, that sounds like a pain in the ass to me, but, you know, that's just because of who I am. I'd be happy if I met less people, and I meet maybe 2 new people every month, if even. I don't like dealing with the public. I don't like dealing with people. Leave me alone. Alright, come here. Okay, stop doing that. Oh, here he goes. About damn time. Oh, I don't have an EMP. Well played, sir. Well played. Ah, shit. Bitch. Got that damn paralysis status. I can't do shit. Oh my god. It's hard to hit the little cables there. I think that's where you're supposed to do most of your damage. Oh, first death. Yay! Because it did do like 100 something. I mean, I guess I can't hit him repeatedly with the gun, and it does a decent amount, but it's like once you run out of room like that, you can't go anywhere else. So I don't know. Kind of weird. Kind of, it's crazy though. Went to a clothing store in the mall, your little girl, the other day. Holiday season, so busy it was destroyed. Had a couple of employees sitting on chairs folding shit, slowly looking at their phones. I mean, that just sounds like the modern workforce. I felt like when I used to work retail recently, a lot of the newer hires that we had, you know, that were like hired in the 20s. Oh shit, this is the wrong save. Hold up a minute. Oh look, the reset works. Nice. It still works. It still works on a DualSense too. That's crazy. I didn't even know you could push both sides of the the touchpad in and have it register as both start and select. Nuts. But yeah, a lot of the newer hires that we had that were just kids, they not exactly the motivated types. I mean, I don't blame them. It was retail, but you know, constantly had to warn them about being on their phones in front of customers and such. Although we did get to a point where everybody was wearing like headphones though, like an earbud. Everybody had like an AirPod in one ear at least. And not even just like the younger employees, but like I noticed a lot of the older people that had been there a while started doing it too. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I don't blame you. $100K People Festival with people 3 deep shopping tables. Fold, run the register, set up, break it down, advertise, accounting, applications, permits, etc. I mean, like that kind of stuff wouldn't fly. I guess when you have like a retail space, it's spread out across like a lot of different shit though. So you're not working with as concise an inventory. I mean, I don't know. I don't really go shopping at physical locations and stores for clothing like that these days. So maybe things have changed. Maybe they're about as big as a booth. But I do get the feeling like with the amount of spread that there is, and just like the inventory that they got, and unmotivated employees, I could see why they wouldn't be able to keep up. Can't even keep it presentable with a tenth of customers. Alright, sir. Actually, probably should have included something else in my inventory. Oh! I almost kind of want to like run back and see if there is like something I can get. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say I don't know how much he's gonna be like running towards me is the only thing. He didn't do it that often at the end there, but I think that might have been just because of the location that we were in. Probably the AI was trying to direct itself so I didn't get my shit kicked in. I'm thinking I might want to save the spells, too. Just because when he gets close like that... I'm already out, see? That was the one I think that ended me last time. This little fire blast shit. Oh look, 200 damage. Wait, sir? Be careful with that. Made you feel a little good because you see someone doing 10% of your job and failing still. It makes you feel like you deserve what you earn. Again, I do think of like a lot of the kids that are in the workforce at like retail jobs like that, though. There's, you know, there's very little to get them motivated. Especially depending on where you are. I've heard that there are a lot of places these days that are very forgiving for, you know, how employees act and operate. A lot of kids don't treat it like a privilege to have a job. They feel like, you know, it's something that they're supposed to get. Oh, we got him again. Eat shit! Pretty good for a Fed. Want some more? We'll finish this up here. Okay, okay. If I can go back and save. Ooh, look at all that BP. Can't back down now. I have to follow him. Oh, damn. Not even for a save. Come on. Come on, Aya. Makes you want to expand into other spaces. Customer service is such a lost art these days. So you open up a restaurant, had employees that actually respected people, got the shit out on time. If they didn't, you'd fire them. I was just watching Boiling Point with Gordon Ramsay. I think that exact thing happened. That only happens in, you know, these 5-star or hoping to be restaurants. Actually, no, it wasn't that. I do think that happened before, but I also remember, I think, at that Boiling Point, there was like a chef that went out of the kitchen to drink some water, and he was hanging out in front of the customers and sipping down some bottled water. You donkey! Started yelling at him after that. Get out! Get out! Sorry, I wasn't reading the text. Listen! Where'd he go? He jumped to the next building. What? That's impossible. He literally just did it. What's that? He was lying on the ground here. You know, I think that's the bomb detonator. What? Can you defuse it? You're kidding, right? Did you press something? Don't look at me. Must have been someone with another detonator. You'd better get out of here. Let's leave. Chopper's on its way. Relax. If it gets here in time. Kind of a big if. Oh, there it is. That was a little too close. Damn, look at that production value. This is back when Squaresoft was making bank. Pre-Final Fantasy The Spirits Within. And they were putting all their money into their games. September 5th, 2000, 1:44 a.m. Mist Center, Los Angeles. Good work, you two. Is there anything else? Well, actually, here, look at this. Cattle mutilation. Aliens ate my spaghetti. Also UFO invasion. Also, that's crazy, isn't it? That if your restaurant isn't incredible, it's like, well, who cares? If you had a fast, good franchise that are mostly individually owned, you'd be mortified at the money you were losing from shit employees. And yeah, kind of how it goes, especially with like a lot of fast food franchises. Usually the ones that are of any, decent quality tend to be operated within a small area. And, they might have, if it's statewide, they might have a dozen locations or something like that, but it's still pretty close-knit where whoever owns the thing can keep a close eye on what's going on. And this article is going on a UFO hunt? It may lead to that. Autopsies of those cow carcasses showed cell degeneration. Agent Bray, I trust you know what that means? Neomitochondrian creatures, NMCs. We know that they have a vast appetite due to an unusually high metabolic rate. And it's our job to teach them some table manners. Exactly. Necessary documents are in this folder. Oh, we're going on a trip. If you're going to do a job, do it well. You have to be there anyways. I mean, it'd be nice if people thought that way, but yeah, again, it's the mentality of some people. Ain't quite what it used to be. Why waste your time at someone else's? Don't be a lazy peckerhead. How much harder is it to go the extra mile? I mean, that's always the way I've felt. It might be like a selfish standpoint, but I've always wanted to put my best foot forward with any work I did, especially if I was getting paid for it, because I felt like it was a reflection of like me as a person. It was a reflection of my character. It was a reflection of my ethics. But there's just so many people out there that just do not give a damn. It's like, again, what I mentioned before, it's like people don't consider it a privilege to be working and getting paid. They think it's something that is just supposed to happen. So they get mad or upset, or they're confused when they get fired, or you reprimand them for something. It's just that's the way it is. I worked in management for in retail, especially for a decent amount of years. I know especially what it's like. It's not fun when you have unmotivated employees, which unfortunately seems to be gravitating towards, maybe not the majority, but it definitely seems a little more split down the middle than it used to be. Difference between sucking and being a great employee is like 10%, 80% is just being there. Might depend on the job, but yeah. I mean, a lot of it is showing up on time and just doing the bare minimum. Missed search warrant, UMA photograph manual. Photograph of an animal corpse over 15 feet in length. Man holding a shotgun is visible on the right. Out of focus background makes the location hard to determine. Appears to be a desert region. Missed search warrants. Special FBI search warrant authorizes a broad range of activities in anticipation of missed emergency procedures. We have a manual. The existence of mitochondria is unknown to the public. Missed operations are officially explained as criminal hunts or natural gas explosions. Current investigation is officially a manhunt for a serial killer. A map. Investigation area in the Mojave Desert. No kidding. Going all the way out there to Nevada. The surrounding landscape is hilly with a number of mesas. With the exception of a town of Dryfield. What a name. The area is empty and barren. Well, that is how most of Nevada is. Dry, empty, and barren. Don't suppose we'll be fighting any giant cactus creatures. What if Cactuar made an appearance? Just for a haha. Cut the crap out of you. What about the Acropolis, sir? I'll have another team do cleanup. You just worry about fixing up your arm. Yes, sir. Agent Brea, you have your orders. That will be all. I quit doing 3 events in September and October because despite paying people, $25, they literally just do not do the bare minimum you ask. Just keep the booth open and check people out when you're not busy fold shit. I mean, that does sound like the bare minimum. Younger or older? I'd be surprised if they were 30 plus. Well, cough it up, Pierce. Once again, I really hate when games have like automatic scrolling through text. Let me do it at my own pace, please. Unless you're going to voice it. If you're going to voice it, fine. If you're not, and I'm supposed to read it, don't do it automatically. It pisses me off. Seriously, though, why would someone tag them? And for what purpose? Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is I'm off for a drive in the desert. Speaking of which, I found sand in that implant. Sand? Get this, when I analyzed it, it matched samples from the Mojave. You're kidding. We found NMCs in every part of the U.S., except arid regions. We thought they couldn't take the heat, but the sand in the implant may prove otherwise. You don't say. Maybe the Desert Safari is connected with the case after all. Most likely. So perk up, Aya. Pierce. Thanks for the info. I do not even remember that whole intro part that we did up in the building. I did not recall any of that as we were playing it. I forgot about it completely. I guess it does take up a small portion of the game comparatively. But yeah, any memory I have of this game is just like all the stuff that's in the desert. So it's kind of funny that it works out that way. That's when you hired from someone. It was an event in your hometown. You had a lot of people. A call from 2 or 3 people saying, "Why isn't your booth open?" Peak on Saturday night. The girl that closed it down and went to ride rides with her kid. Oh shit. That sucks. That's pretty shitty. She was running it by herself too. Surprising. Or was it one of those things where like somebody closed up? Or like there was 2 people there and somebody left like halfway through and the other person was supposed to take over. Also, who asked you? 2 or 3 people? You got a call from 2 or 3 people saying, "Why isn't your booth open?" They were like customers or just people that knew you? I did want to get that shotgun though. Let's see. I do have a decent amount of points now. I don't know that the rifle... I'm gonna get the shotgun for now. Let's get 50 rounds. Should be good enough. She was by herself. Wrapped up during prime time. Yeah, it sucks. I get the feeling like we're probably going to pick up armor pretty quick there, so I don't think I want to get any of that. We still have a number of this, too. I'm going to save my points. I don't know what the shop is going to be like if we have access to any of this stuff after we go out to the desert, but I'll just try it. I mean, it'd be a hell of a drive back if we did. Like, have to come back that way, but whatever, I guess. Let's do that. Oh, she actually did put away the guns she was using. Except for the assault... Well, she kept the assault suit, so I guess that's good. But plastic walls, turn the lights off and left, should be doing 500 an hour. I mean, that's crazy. I would expect somebody to know when, like, you know, peak operating hours would be. I'm sure it was stressed beforehand. You know what? I'll just take all of it. Set them out with the directional buttons. Yeah, just all of it. Get it all in there. Grenade rounds. I might as well take that too. A clip-on pouch, you say? What was all this shit? Vinyl pack filled with liquid? Some sort of capsule? What is this? Medicine bottle? Is there like a crafting element in this game? I do not remember. I'm gonna say that's good enough. I opened up a restaurant in Chicago with a 1K bonus just for showing up opening day. No one came to work. I had to quickly try to hire people with paying even more money, and still no one even hired showing up, not even showing up to get paid for the money, just not coming back the next day. I mean, did he have a reputation, or or is this just a reflection of the work ethic of people? My car. I have to get it ready first. I think I'm already ready. I'm ready. Oh, was my other gun in here? Hold on. Oh no, we still have it. Okay. I was wondering. P3 is the shotgun. So she did get rid of the MP5, or whatever it was. We had the submachine gun. But it was like, outside of range, it was significantly worse. Oh, okay. Swap weapons. So return to the police department. Yeah. Should go get replacements. Jody was waiting for you in firearms. I already did. Yes. Ready to go, Pierce. Right-ho, I'll open the gate. I worked for a brief time, you know, with my own business, quote-unquote, but I was working with my uncle to do a little food truck thing for a little bit. But it was just the two of us. There was one time we brought in a friend to do a little bit of work, but, you know, it was like for one event. They weren't bad at it. I didn't know her, but he had known her personally, and she was, I guess she had experience as a waitress, so she was just taking orders and stuff, but she did okay. Just to hire good people. Tried to employ people for about $3,000 a month, around traditional hours. Just when you need them, they cannot do it. Maybe only 25, 30 hours a week. That's basically part-time. Look at this place. This actually doesn't look too bad. Well, better start questioning the locals, if there are any, that is. I should get the classic outfit on, too. Walking around here with a shotgun. Dressed like a civvy. Right after the whole COVID thing ended, on the point when people were just not working, so they get unemployed and stimulus checks from COVID. It's not a whole lot of money. But, you know, I guess they just hate working that much. Gasoline pump, no time to fill up now. I've got a job to do. Can't see inside, it's too dark. Wait, there's someone looking out, staring at me. Could just be a reflection. Oh, we haven't had a chance to save in a while. 75 cents, I wonder if it works. You're on site? Good. Gather what information you can. Also, unless it's an emergency, be sure to follow the civilian relations manual at all times. That will be all. I think we'll stick... you know what? We'll do 3 saves. Why not? We're not on limited space. Well, Scoop does events. He does events for a good block of the year, and then kind of towards the end of it. And I think early into the new year, he doesn't roll with those events, but... well, sounds like good rates to me. The Jack Cactus General Store, it's locked. That's the thing with things like that. I mean, unless I knew somebody through and through, I'd have a hard time trusting somebody to run something on their own, especially if it was something, you know, that was originated for me, a business I was running. I'm the type of person that, son of a bitch. Like, I barely trust anyone to do anything, right? Unfortunately. That is a weird looking enemy, let me tell you. I don't know what they consider that thing, what they end up calling it, but it is freaky. If I undersell what you do, probably one of the biggest vendors in the Southeast. Put our stuff from about 5 million people per year. Yeah, you go through a lot of traffic, especially with those big events, if it's something that's fairly unique too. Wooden fence is blocking the way. There's an old wooden box under the sheet. Just pull it up and... Recovery 1. You know what? To avoid spacing limitations, I might as well just use that right now. An old well. Oh no. Holy shit. I just killed almost all of them with just one shot. Oh, they keep coming back up. That's the problem. Damn. I probably shouldn't be using this for everything. Wait, why'd you discard it? What the hell? I confirmed that shit. Actually, what is PB? Full metal jacket round, okay. Nah, let's just do the regular. Wait, what was that? Hydra? Oh, okay. Never mind then. It's pretty damp and dark. Who or what was that? What in the world is down there? Booth next to you, a man with 10 people, and they're like, "You doing this by yourself?" It's not locked, no trespassing. Let's go in anyway. It's kind of crazy. I guess, I don't know. I was going to say, I don't know, that like, it depends on like the aptitude of certain people, because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that just can't handle like a business like that too well, but I mean, there's some big events that happen down here, and usually when I walk the tents and stuff and I see people selling whatever, there tends to only be like one person there. I mean, I've seen pictures of your booths set up at events, and they, you know, it's not huge. It's not like a big old tent or anything like that, but it's a fair amount of space. But like a lot of the little booths I see at events around here, you know, probably about half your size or so. Most of the time, it's just like one person there. So I don't know. Might operate differently depending on the event and what they're selling, I guess. I'm not sure. What is this? Power's off. Alright. I wanted to see if I could do something with the control panel. Label says control panel. Yep. Can't seem to do anything about it, though. Nothing happened. I guess there must be a generator somewhere. I was wondering if it was like a fuse box. Maybe I needed to put a fuse in or something, but I can't seem to actually open the control panel. Metal shutter locked from the other side. Drafting table. It's a little small. It looks like there's something on the table. What does it say? Something shavings? Oh, eraser shavings, I think. Trying to think of like what word started with an E. Some engine oil and a variety of bolts. Nothing of interest here. Oh, but it might be interesting eventually. You never know. Locked from the other side. Okay, so what's this? Car with no wheels on the hydraulic lift. What was that noise? Someone on the other side or something? Yeah, raise the breaker. Breaker's on. How about that other one? Okay. Oh, this thing over here probably operates the hydraulic lift. Move it up. Turn it. I'm sure she's gonna bitch about having to like walk underneath it, so I'm sure I have to move it up, turn it, and then move it down, and that way I can walk across it like a bridge. It's usually how these types of games go. Oh. Ooh, shotgun shells. And they're blue. Wonder why. Oh wait, never mind. You can just walk across. What's this button? Shutters seem to be unlocked. Shutters unlocked. Ah, shit. Get across. I don't know how I'm supposed to open it. Oh, you know what? This was locked from the other side. I bet you have to move the car. Hold on. Let me take this off. Unlock the shutter. Okay, so we probably have to move the car back into place because I can't get to the door from here. Let me check out this door real quick. Funny, it won't open. That is funny. Alright, let's move the car. Pretty good rate on t-shirts there. I guess when you do your own manufacturing, though, it's like a lot of times when you see t-shirts being sold for like whatever. I mean, I see a lot of like streamers and, you know, personalities sell their own stuff, but a lot of times like the t-shirts themselves will be like $30, $35. But that's because they're just paying for the manufacturing. Scoob, it does everything on his own end. Cuts out the middleman. Well, I guess except for buying, like, the actual t-shirts. You still have to buy those. Oh, you probably get a good rate buying them in bulk, though. Unless you're running some kind of Chinese-esque sweatshop. Who's there? What are you doing in my garage? Don't shoot. FBI. Huh. Don't move. Since when does the FBI have the right to invade someone's property, I'm guessing is what he said. You almost look human. Don't look much like a Fed. I'm not one of those creatures. Can I show you my badge? Go ahead. It's like kendo. M-I-S-T. Right, missed. We're a top-secret agency. We hunt those creatures. Bring any friends? Just me. As for the cavalry, and they send a city girl alone. What do you think this is, a fashion show? I can hear you. Are there any creatures around here? Creatures? This place is crawling with them. And the other residents? A few got killed. Others hightailed it. Where are many in here in the first place? Can you tell me what happened? Huh. Kind of a long story. I'll tell you later. Time for my rounds. I'll help. Got traps set all over town. But... must be tired from your drive. Go ahead and make use of the motel. Ooh! Motel key number 6 obtained. Forgot to ask your name, I think. Name's Douglas. Run the scrapyard. Aya Brea. Pleased to meet you. Aya. Aya, huh? Sounds familiar. I doubt it. It's a Japanese name. My mother was born there. That's so, huh? I mean, I'm assuming she made national news after the little stint in New York, but who knows? Oh, let's see. 18, being embroidery shirts. Not yet. I meant to ask if I need a job. I mean, you know, I'm always looking for a little extra scratch. I don't know about working in a sweatshop, though. And I may be Asian, but, you know, I don't have the small hands that the Chinese children do. So, can't help you there, lad. Why are we not playing Fall Guys right now? Because I'm playing Parasite Eve II, of course. I mean, I want to look around town a little bit. We just got here. If you want to play a little bit, though, I guess I could squeeze in some time. Still need to do some Arc Raiders, too. It's been so long. I don't know if you've already uninstalled that game. Actually, you know what? I don't know if I'm looking forward to playing with you anymore. There was a tweet that just went out from one of the developers, and they revealed that the lobbies are not skill-based. The lobbies are not inventory-based. They're not equipment-based. They're aggression-based. So if you're going around being a little shithead and just like starting shit with people and shooting them and stuff, they put you in other lobbies with similar like-minded people. So the reason why I get all these lobbies where everybody's all friendly, except for like once every maybe 5 raids or so, there'll be like somebody that's just like causing shit, and then the rest of the lobby will actually go hunt after him. But the reason why it's like that for me is because I don't go around just like starting shooting people. Whereas Scoob here, he just starts shooting on sight. Turns Mike all the way down, no communication, just like goes getting guns blazing. Can punish them with the hand of Scoobertus. I shouldn't touch these tools, they're Mr. Douglas's. Messy desk littered with inventory lists. It is kind of funny. I don't know that any other game does that, but there's not a whole lot of games that like operate. I mean, extraction shooters are a thing. There's not a ton of them on the market right now, but you know, they're kind of like a sort of an up and coming genre. But I can't think of like other games where they'd be like, you know, aggression based, probably just because of the setting. It's like a whole lot of times when you play a game like that, a lot of times it's like strictly PvE or PvP. It's not either or, and it's not up to the players whether they determine whether or not they're gonna fight someone or not. Where are you going? Motel's not that way. Just looking around, sir. Seeing if there's anything cool around here. This looks like a door, but... I guess I can't interact with any of those. Playable game one of two ways. You can walk around and pick stuff up and then try to run away. As much as you love scavenging, you want to throw hands. I mean, you can fight the Ark, too. You can team up with people. And fight the robot NPCs. If you want some combat. They're pretty damn aggressive, too. It's not like the Ark and Ark Raiders just, you know, are super passive. Once they start going after you, they don't let up. I think we checked all this out already. Not much around here. Nah. Well, sir, that's why you get the lobbies where everybody's trying to kill you, and I get the lobbies where people are nice and help me and give me free stuff. And sometimes if there's a shitty person that gets in, everybody else just goes and PvPs with them. But it turns into like a, you know, 1v3 or more situation. Actually, I still think like in duos and squads and stuff, typically you have a lot of servers or whatever that are lobbies that are more on the aggressive side. That just still seems to be the natural state of things. I don't know, is that a mirror or a room? I can't tell. I think it's a room. Okay, oh, he's coming through. He's coming through. Guy's wandering around here like he just woke up. Okay. Oh wait, that wasn't what I wanted. Damn it. I wanted to reload while he was just kind of sitting there or wandering around the corner, but I actually don't think you could do that unless... They said you could do it, like, when you're out of ammo, obviously, but I don't think you could do it, like, preempt it like that unless it's actually in your inventory, so I need to do that real quick. It's just these. That one, if he wins, has the real fun. Not the three cowards teaming up to take him down. No, but you see, I mean, generally in that case, people that attack, you know, people that are already grouped up like that are kind of on the dumb side. They're not terribly intelligent if they already start fire, which a lot of times happens. There are a couple people that do, they'll camp certain spots and then they'll try to pick off people individually, but you know, when there's like a whole group of people that are just kind of hanging out and, you know, somebody runs in with a gun, it's like they only have themselves to blame when they end up getting shot eventually. I felt like someone was watching me. I knew it. I knew that guy. He's got like peepholes around here. Especially in the bathroom. Wyatt Earp portrait. Wild West Sheriff fought in the OK Corral. That ain't anywhere near here. This is Nevada. Ooh, penicillin. You want to play Ark Raiders now? You feel like you need to show some gangbang bullies some justice. Well, you already started on your path to PvP. So, I think any servers that you get into is probably going to be a free-for-all anyway. You're not going to be having none of the hippy-dippy servers that I'm into. Oh lord, I don't like this thing. Oh, there is another one. Ah! Hold on, I want to reload. Ooh, just in time. Too bad, too bad. Well, if you do end up playing Arc Raiders, I'll still play with you. Even though I risk my good standing in non-aggressive servers. Hey, dumpster. Something's inside. I'll say. This is why I wanted to look in the garbage earlier. There's always something good in there. Hey, what's up, Buns? Good to see you. Good to see you. Pretty good so far. We're still just getting our feet wet here. Did the whole intro, which was big and exciting, but now we're in the meat of the game. The hell? Ma'am, can I be of assistance? Oh my god, he's handsome. Back, you beast. Ooh. An MP booster. Me when I get the McDonald's Sprite. You change into something else entirely. I get it. Oh my, what an odor. I wonder if that woman left that in there. This one's not winning any awards for cleanliness. Well, it is a bathroom. It's shut. Storage for cleaning products. Don't need any of these. You never know, you never know. Urinals. What was that woman doing in the men's restroom? 4 seems like overkill. These would be urinals. I like the commentary in this game. I want to read what the sign says, but I don't understand it. Has... I think it's in Spanish. Okay, the last one's definitely mañana. I can't make out what that says because the life bar gets in the way. Hazla? Maybe the woman's was occupied by other monsters. Ah, but then she became the monster, so she in turn just delivered what the men's restroom already had. They do say that life and time is like a flat circle. Who was that? Sarah, I don't approve of you skulking around the corner. Oh shit. It. Oh, wait. Actually, does my... Oh, damn. Okay. Next attachment slot is getting filled with an MP cure thing. No. Okay. That was a pretty tough fight, but we made it through. Buns got a lot of titles there. Captain of Wieners, Master of all of the Schlong, Senor Buns, but not a senior yet. A senor, but not a senior. Where's my damn room? Oh, there it is. Thanks, game. Knew I can count on you. Oh, look, we got the one with the ox heads. I can leave my extra things here. I don't have too many. I don't think I'm going to use this Hydra ammo for all of, you know, that long. Oh, hey, you can't skip that. Pump action 12 gauge, we'll keep that. Don't need my grenade rounds right now. Oh, I wanted to see what that does. There's my MP boost. What does the penicillin do? Cures darkness, paralysis, and poison. Ah, just like real life. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, wait. Hold on. I still want to do this. Pouch. Use. More assault suit attachments available. Nice. Holy shit, I had... Did it give me 3, or did I always have, like, 3 or 2? Very nice. Very nice. I guess I'll put all my MP boosts in there. And 1 recovery, too. I don't know why I would need a GPS in the heat of battle, but I'll leave it there, because the game put it there. Can I recover my MP if I sleep? The bed's been made, I'm not sleepy, though. God damn it. Bonds is cooler than polar bear's toenails. It's not much of a title, but it's a good slogan. Closet, I didn't bring a change of clothes. Damn. A buffalo skull. I feel like I remember the skulls being able to be removed, and then there was like peepholes on the other side, but I might just be making that up. Portrait of a young girl wearing a 10-gallon hat. Annie Oakley, 1860 to 1926. Famous Wild West sharpshooter. Wish I could shoot like her. Don't we all? Brand new television set. I think Mr. Douglas gave me the best room in the house. Stubborn, but with a heart of gold. He reminds me of Daniel. I wouldn't say that just yet. Don't know a man's true character until he potentially tries to assault you. I know, and she was just talking about shopping at the very beginning of the game, and you know how women be, they be shopping. I'm guessing, like, if there is an actual secondary outfit or something like that, it probably would be able to be stored in that closet, and it's probably a New Game Plus unlock. There's someone up there. What the hell's he doing up there? Potted plant, it's all withered. Poor thing, nobody's watered it in a long time. Not my problem. Flush, it works. Oh, thank God. Indoor plumbing. Here's looking at you, kid. Look like I'm in my early 20s. It's nice, but there's a reason. It's because my mitochondria want a youthful host. It's advantageous. Saw this movie about a medieval knight who lived into this century. I don't want that. I'll be happy to live just one normal life. Oh, bitch, bitch, bitch. There's hot water. If I'm in this town much longer, I'll need to take a shower. Let's save. A survivor, good, I see. Exterminate any remaining NMCs. Try to find out what they're doing there. Oh, it's been a while since we've been there. Did I know that Buns was late for his first day at kindergarten? Had to drive his parents to work. Man of many responsibilities there. There's a ladder going down. We'll go down it. Stop talking about it and just do it. Let's see what this guy wants. Oh, shit. I don't like it. They got that weird look in their eye. I'm gonna let that one, like, keep stomping around there. Yay! They're NMCs, Buns. They're horrifying creatures that have been mutated via the mitochondria parasites that are host within all living life forms. Didn't you learn nothing? Alright, battle music's still going on, so that would imply there'd be another one, but I don't see him. Creature's made a hole. I might get stuck if I tried to crawl through. Nuh-uh. What's this? It's connected to a fence. There's a lever that says gate. Yeah, go ahead and raise it. I think we're safe. Enough. Oh, look, there's another one back there. I see him. Ah! Oh my god, that's a horrible shot. Where is he? What the hell? Where'd he go? Oh no! I heard the alarm. I didn't know it was timed though. Wait, we better eliminate this miscreant before we open up the gate again. Or not. He's just gone again. He wasn't there like before. Maybe he just pops up when we turn the gate on. I'd want to use like a magic spell. Well, actually, I don't know that I'd be able to. Hold on. MP boost. There we go. Alright, screw it. Just gonna walk in here. Oh my god! There's a second one. See, he just disappears. He ran over all the way to the other side and then just was gone. Now, hold on a second here. I should wait for both of them. Oh. Not bad. Never mind. There's so many of them, good lord. Oh, out MP. Oh shit. Oh no! I just realized how low I was in health. God dang it. I was so focused on the MP. I mean, I wouldn't be able to get it in like enough in time anyway, but still. They just kept coming and coming and coming. Yeah, let's go back into the motel room. We'll get it done. We'll get it done. Scoob, are you using somebody's laptop right about now? Yeah, I get the feeling like Nurse of Death might be somebody we already know. Oh, your phone died. Okay. Get the old laptop out, eh? I was like, I don't see that name very often, but I'm pretty sure I know who it is. Hold on. Let's reload real quick. know your wife somehow? What have we been doing? I've seen her on your stream, Scoob. In fact, it says first time chatter, looking at my screen, so. Rest assured, she ain't never been in here before. Hold on, I need recovery. I also need to figure out how to get healing spells. Oh my god. Oh, they're stupid. Oh, damn. Oh, I was reloading! I don't have a means to, like, actually heal myself here. I was reloading again! God dang it! Must not have paid the fee. Me? Are you kidding me? I never pay a fee. Oh no, the combat in this game is a lot more action-oriented. I think that's why I liked it better back in the day. I don't know that I died at all in the first game, and I've died already twice in this one to the same fight. Actually, we died to that boss on the building too, so this game definitely, I think, is a little harder. Until you get married, you've been paying for a year. Everything comes with a cost, I suppose. Alright, I have to rethink my inventory here. I don't need a GPS. Let's get a couple recoveries in here, because I think that's the only way we're going to be able to do this. I feel like I only need one MP boost for that thing. You do have to plan out, like, your reloading, though. It's like, when you do a reload, when you execute, like, a fire attack, anything like that, it's like, it all takes time. And time is a currency. Been paying for years. That's even worse. Couldn't imagine. Couldn't be me. Oh, look, you can skip cutscenes, too. That's revolutionary. Funny how they forgot about that when it came to a game they released just 2 years later with Kingdom Hearts. Ow. That game, if you ended up dying, is a damn punishment. Just need to sit through like an hour worth of cutscenes just to get back to the boss battle again. You lucked out with the spousal selection. Well, that's good. Oh, it's just like no getting around that, is there? Really wish I had a healing spell. I'm gonna get hit here too, goddamn. Turn around! Okay, no. Hold that thought. Use a recovery too. Okay, this worked out pretty well last time. Okay, reload while we're crawling in here. Oh no. I need the MP boost. Oh, you idiot. Fell for the oldest trick in the book. Not that one. Gotcha. Well played, well played. That was pretty rough, actually. Oh, good, I got a recovery 2 back. And my MP went up again. I must have leveled up or something. Didn't know the game had magic till just now. I haven't used it much because, one, we only have the one attack magic, but it looks like there's several. I don't know how to get them up, though. It's like... Pause. There's several different magics that I think would be good. Oh, look. Revive? Metabolism. Restores normal status over time. Heals a little HP. We need that one. Experience cost. Oh, that's how you do it. Oh, and you can strengthen them too. Oh, we're figuring it out. We're figuring it out. Reduces physical damage. I think I'd like that one. Raises bolts, kinetic energy, and penetration. We'll learn how to get them up. I'm learning now. I'm enhancing my technique. Knocks down targets with a small blast wave. I mean, we kind of already do that with pyrokinesis, but I guess that might not work on everything. Necrosis still discharges electricity. It might be good against certain enemies. Restores normal status over time. I don't see that being real handy right now, but I bet you there's going to be enemies in time that will do a lot of status effects. Oh, insufficient experience. How much does it need? Oh, 1750. I guess that is quite a bit. Are they all like that? Yes, they are. Damn. Can't stay up late because the wife's family's coming over tomorrow. Should definitely not get on comms and drink playing. Okay, hold on. I'll play with you in just a sec here. Let me just see what this guy needs, and then we need to save. My apologies. It would have helped, but I was afraid I might hit you. My name's Madigan. Kyle Madigan. And you are? What a name. Iabrea, FBI. Well. Is that a problem? That puma-like creature just now, it had a human face. Was that one of those NMCs? Yes, an unusual breed, but... So, you're one of those mist hunters, right? You've done your homework. May I ask who you might be? Me? Gungaga. I'm PI out of LA. Here to something. Ran into some of those monsters on my way out here. Totaled my car. I walked the rest of the way to town. I with BFI. And that guy's a PI. From LAI. No, you're not gonna hop on? Alright. I get you. How's about we join forces? I really hate this game. Can I even pause during these? I can't. It's like the dialogue just continues on. So, like, if I'm not speaking it, I hope you guys are reading it if you're at all invested in whatever's going on here. I was getting all psyched up to get on some Fall Guys. Maybe even a little Ark. Alright. I see how it is. I'm actually not going to be live tomorrow. I'm going to be hanging out with a friend that we rarely get any time to do. So, we're going to be out most of the day. And I don't think I'm going to have too much time to stream by the time I get back. So, that's usually like my multiplayer night. We're actually not going to have to either move it or just nix it all together. I might do a Monday stream. I might do a little Metal Gear or something. Bring back the old Metal Gear Monday. But, that's a big maybe. I don't know if I'm going to have it in me. I got a lot of work to do, too. No, Scoob, you don't even live in my area. Us making love being out. I mean, if that was the case, I wouldn't just be flat out telling the world. There's a lever that says gate. Raise lever. Sure. Get pumped. Okay, so you do want to play. Alright, hang on. Let me see what else is up here, and I gotta go make a save. Wouldn't be as much out as it is in. You ain't lying about that. Wait a second, I want to go up on top of the water tower. There was a ladder up there. There might be something good up there, you don't know. Some sort of loot. I hear like flies or something. Oh, is that a body? He was in his 40s or so, and now he looks like he's 80. Mr. Douglas must not have come up here. Pick up this item key taken from corpse. And a recovery 1. It's a shame he didn't take it. That might have saved his life. We did need to go up there. So it all worked out. What the hell? Yeah, don't aim at the one that's closest to you. Shit, this might be a good one for the shotgun. I should start taking that shotgun out. Use the key on the body. I get the feeling like that might not work. But you might be onto something. If I don't happen to find a door, I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Getting a little late for Akuma, I think. Although I think he was working late today too, so... I don't know. Maybe he is staying up. Alright, get me in there. Kyle, a private investigator from LA, you say? Oh, I say. From LA. Kyle might be gay. Could be an alias. I'll have someone run a search. Most importantly, I'm interested in that shelter. Continue with NMC removal. And find out anything you can about that shelter. Got no work tomorrow, just to drive with family. Okay. Well, that's still an obligation. I gotta get up bright and early tomorrow. I gotta be over at my friend's house at 1:30 in the afternoon. If I had to be there at 1:30 a.m., I'd need to be leaving in about 10 minutes. That's early for me. I've been trying to get my sleeping schedule back on track. I've been wanting to be back to about where I could get up around like 10 a.m. or so. But hasn't happened yet, so back to the old noon. Wife's family coming over here, making a shrimp boil. Suck nuts though. The shrimp or the family? Your shotgun, you can just sleep for 2 hours till you get there. Well, shotgun's a very important duty. You're supposed to keep out your eyes open for the driver. That's what they taught me in driver's ed. If you're riding in the front, you're watching the road. If you're going to be sleeping, you hop in the back. That's what I had to do when I was driving out to Vegas one time. I got so tired. I had it's the first time I had 5-hour energy, and it didn't do jack shit for me. One of my friends had one. And I'm like, let me grab that. I'll take that off you. I'll get you another one later. Because I was getting drowsy. And came to a point where we just stopped at the next gas station we stopped at. I'm like, all right, you guys take over. I cannot be on the road any longer. Right in the front and choosing the music. Oh, the family. The shrimp will be spectacular. Well, that's good. Your cooking is second to none. making noodles. I just went to a new little place. I've been cooking all this week, so I've been eating out a little bit. I'm hanging out with my friend tomorrow. We're probably gonna go to eat somewhere, but I don't. He said he's got something in mind. I don't know what it is though. So I guess I'll find out tomorrow. But I just hit up a little teriyaki place. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't super great, but I actually probably should have gotten some udon. Noodles would have been good. Is there anything in here I need? I think we checked everything out already. Alright, I can go ahead and switch. We did about 3 hours of this game, so I think that's not too bad. A lot of times when we're starting a new game, these days, with these streams, I like to put in a good chunk of time. You know, if I can, I'll do like about 5 hours or something like that. But I was thinking of actually not streaming at all today. So, the fact that I actually streamed, you know, nothing short of a miracle. But I guess I'm good with 3 hours and come back to this. This probably isn't the longest game either. I do not remember. I remember the first one being a lot longer. And the first one is a fairly short game. I mean, again, I think we beat it in like 15 hours or under. And I remember this one being like substantially shorter. I think it's only... No, it's 2 discs. Never mind. I was going to say, I think it's only 1 disc too. But I think it is a 2-disc game. But I'm sure, you know, it's not going to hamper us at all. We might put an extra hour or 2 in on the next stream as well. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'll go ahead and switch. What do you want to do, Scoob? You want to do some FG? Or ARC? Let me get my shit configured here and we'll figure that out. Let me do a quick BRB though. And I will be right back, so give me just a sec on that. Champions Online. Hey, wait, you're not Scoob. Alright, he wants to do some Fall Guys. Yeah, I'm still gonna do BRB though. Give me a sec on that, and then we will get to it in a minute here. So, stick around.
Yeah. Stick around.